Next up is Terry Henderson, our lead corporate engagement manager, and Terry will help us assess if our companies are veteran ready and what that entails. So welcome, Terry.
Thanks, Beth, and thank you also, Chris, for your leadership. As Chris has already mentioned, that our hiring partners are an integral part of our MSSA community. We believe that veterans are a great asset to any corporate structure across the variety of industries that exist out there. And so we thank you up front for your desire to hire veterans. But what I want to just talk to you briefly today, and just for a few minutes, about what's the difference between veteran seeking, veteran friendly, and veteran ready. Now, this is relative to our program, of what we categorize our partners in that area, and we encourage our partners to always escalate, to grow beyond what their current status is, even if they're veteran ready, to build on that level of readiness. But let me break this down just for a moment. Now, for us and for MSA, for our partners, there are three partner types, and they're not solely based on their relationship with MSA, but through their publicly known and personally advocated hiring methodologies, what they put on their website and what they have listed on LinkedIn as far as their reach to veterans and or military spouses. So the partner type classifications that I'm going to be speaking about are very unique to MSSA, but could be applied across a variety of industries seeking to hire veterans and also military spouse, excuse me. So the partner type, let's start with veteran seeking. And
hey,
so
Terry,
yes.
Do you have a slide that you wanted to show covering? We're still on the welcome message slide. I just wanted to highlight that.
Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Thanks, Merrick. And so let's start with veteran seeking. And so I'm sure out on the internet and some information that you probably have heard in advance, you hear the term veteran friendly and veteran ready. But how do you become a friend with a veteran? You seek that friendship. And so that's why we categorize veteran seeking. So it's a company that will call us, reach out to us, says, hey, I heard about your program, but I don't know anything about I don't know anything about veterans. Nobody in my family's ever served. I see them afar, but I'd like to know more. We would categorize those folks as veterans seeking. It could be very large companies or very small mom and pop shops. And so, which means that they do not currently have anyone dedicated or assigned within our organization, a veteran recruiter, talent source, or anyone in HR that is seeking to target veteran talent. Or maybe they have not yet to develop any strategies to reach veteran talent. So we would kind of consider them veteran friendly, or another term would be veteran curious, or they're just simply testing the waters. So, and then through that process, they're pursuing partnership with MSSA, and we think that we're a good entry point to that. Our partner engagement team, helps them understand terminology, and we will facilitate that level of engagement, maybe with partner presentations to help them navigate our talent, and then that will help them navigate additional talent out there with other avenues. So now let's move to veteran friendly. So these partners have established strategies for veteran hiring, and the biggest separation between veteran seeking, veteran friendly, and veteran readiness is the idea of putting people resources toward hiring veterans, whether it be HR, putting money toward developing things on your website, just to have that draw attention that your company is seeking to hire veterans is always a big step toward that. So veteran friendly, they already value veteran talent within their organization, but seek to partner with MSSA to enhance current approaches to target more talent, obviously from our program, but also looking at additional talent that's out there. So these partners could have an existing SkillBridge program. They generally will have an infrastructure for attracting and hiring veterans, such as veteran recruiting, veteran media marketing, and they will generally have a veteran employee readiness group, VRG or ERG. So veteran talent is part of the company's culture with eyes fixed on expansion. They're always looking to grow and to advance in that area. And some of our partners may have 10% of veterans employed, 20%, one of our partners has as high as 46% of their company is veterans, which is pretty remarkable. So attracting veteran talent is an essential step to hiring veterans. That's how they look to add talent to their roles. And what do veterans bring? They bring a sense of collaboration. They bring a sense of strategic thinking, and obviously have had a very good experience in working as a teammate or a team member. Now let's move on to Veteran Ready. Veteran Ready company in a category is partners who have established history of drawing talent from the veteran community. They're known within the veteran community. Regardless of branch of service, they're known. A lot of times our veterans will reach out and connect with one another and says, well, what company are you going with? And these are these known companies that they're familiar with and have hired a lot of veterans over a period of time, which is pretty important. So they have established roots already within the veteran community.
3715 Hillsborough Pike, Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay, could you please mute for us, please? Thank you. So the Veteran Ready companies, they actively pursue veteran talent throughout a variety of media marketing approaches. They have a lot of information about MilSpouse, veteran hiring, pictures, a lot of history that's built into their culture. Then they really try to expose it and magnify it throughout the industry. They also have retention practices for veterans, and that's oftentimes reflected in their ERGs. Of connecting, mentoring veterans once they're hired. And it's very, very important, and something that we see in our program, that companies that retain veterans, they oftentimes have very strong ERGs and mentoring programs within their structure. They also are connected and are known with external programs like HOH, veteran hiring, and things of that nature. So MSA has become, for them, for Veteran Ready, MSA has become a long-term strategic hiring partner to their talent pipeline. They come to us each and every cycle. And so we encourage everyone to move from veteran seeking to veteran friendly, and then based upon the resources within your company to move to Veteran Ready. And there's little things that you can do. We can help you to assess, but also to tweak and to elevate your standing in that particular area. So I want to thank you for your time. Having said all of that, we're going to move into panel one. I'm going to turn it back over to Beth. Thanks for your time.